Honestly, it really pisses me off.
Yeah, and it should.
I think out of everything, that's the thing that kind of gets under my skin the most when people are comparing us.
I ain't just throwing that pussycat around. Damn! How you gonna whisper dick and say pussycat? Right.
Yeah, my son makes me smile. Like, if I have a bad day, I go to him. He don't care. He don't care what.
I always say that shit. I always say that.
What's Love Got to Do with It is iconic, and I think it's so hard to play another like real life person, but to put your own spin to it and have it be so real and authentic is really hard. And I'd have to say that. There's way too many to pick from, but that's my all-time favorite.
You remember when everything looked perfect between you and Halle Bailey. The internet couldn't get enough of your chemistry, your playful videos, your success story. But beneath that sparkle, something darker had been building. Arguments that started small began turning into long silences. The world saw smiles, but behind closed doors, the tension was rising. Fame can twist even the purest love, and yours was no exception. Now, you're standing at a point where that same love story has turned into court documents and headlines. Halle has filed for a restraining order, claiming you were abusive, physically, emotionally, and even financially. You deny it all, saying the truth is being manipulated, but the public doesn't know which side to believe. They only see two stars tearing apart a once-idolized image. For the first time, you realize how powerful silence can be, and how destructive words can become when they're weaponized. Halle's legal team presents evidence, stories, and moments from your private life, and suddenly, your name isn't trending for music or YouTube anymore. It's trending for controversy. The same fans who cheered for your relationship now dissect every moment, every reaction, every deleted post. And as you scroll through the chaos, one thought keeps echoing in your head. When did love turn into a battlefield where every message and memory becomes evidence? You wake up one morning, and the noise online is louder than ever. Halle's restraining order has officially been granted, and now there's a 100-yard line drawn between you and the woman you once called your soulmate. You can't call her, can't visit her, can't even be near your son without supervision. It feels unreal, like your life's been turned into a public courtroom. Every headline paints you as the villain. Every post twists your words into something darker. You go live, trying to speak your truth. You tell your fans you've been fighting to see your son, that you feel like a nanny instead of a father. The pain shows in your voice, frustration, confusion, disbelief. But the internet doesn't care about emotions. It wants sides, drama, and receipts. People screen record every second, dissect every expression. Some call you a liar, others defend you. It's a war of perception, and no one's actually listening. Meanwhile, Halle stays quiet. She doesn't post, doesn't respond, but her silence says more than 1,000 words. Paparazzi catch her looking calm, composed, unbothered, and that only fuels more rumors. Every picture becomes proof to someone. Every look becomes a theory. You scroll through old photos, remembering the times when you two couldn't stop smiling, when everything felt unbreakable. But now, even those memories feel like evidence in a case you never agreed to fight. You keep wondering if the truth even matters anymore, or if public opinion has already chosen the ending to your story. You start realizing how fast everything can spiral when social media becomes your courtroom. The judge doesn't wear a robe. It's millions of followers waiting for the next scandal to refresh their feed. You see blogs posting old clips of you two laughing together, captioned with words like toxic, gaslighting, and red flags. Even your old songs are being reinterpreted as hidden messages. It's like every piece of your past has been weaponized against you. Then comes the court's next decision. Both you and Halle are banned from posting your son online. No pictures, no mentions, nothing. It's a strange kind of silence, one that hits deeper than the restraining order. You used to share every little moment, and now you can't even show the world he exists. You tell people it's not about image, it's about fatherhood. But your words don't change the narrative. They say the system's protecting the child. You say you're being erased from his life. Behind the scenes, lawyers talk, agreements are drafted, and visitations are set, supervised, scheduled, and strict. Wednesdays, Saturdays, every other Sunday. You show up early, trying to make every second count, but it never feels enough. There's a camera watching, a counselor noting everything you do, and when the session ends, you walk out, alone again, realizing that fame can't buy peace. The world keeps spinning, hashtags keep trending, but the bond you once thought was unbreakable has turned into paperwork and public spectacle. The spotlight never dims, it just shifts. While you're trying to stay quiet, rumors start circulating faster than your music ever did. Screenshots, whispers, close sources, all claiming you've moved on. This time, the name attached is India Love. Photos surface of you two together, matching outfits, similar chains, and one post that sends everyone spiraling, a $25,000 diamond gift. The internet takes it as confirmation, but you go live again, calling it all cap. She's just a friend, you say, calm but tired. India's response doesn't help much. In an interview, she calls your connection flirty and playful. That single line keeps the fire burning. Fans dissect your body language in old vlogs, matching dates and comments. They treat your private life like a reality show rerun, replaying every frame until it fits their theory. And no matter how many times you explain yourself, it only fuels more curiosity. Meanwhile, your focus is somewhere else, on Halo. You're writing, recording, trying to make sense of your emotions through the mic. You tell yourself music will help you heal, but every lyric feels like reopening a wound. You scroll through your DMs and see old friends turning distant, business partners hesitating, brands stepping back. It's not hate, it's fear. No one wants to be caught in the middle of controversy. You've become a risk, a headline waiting to happen. And just when you think the noise might fade, another name surfaces, Lala Baptiste. The internet never forgets, and it's about to pull you back into chaos you thought was finally behind you. The rumors hit harder this time. Screenshots and alleged texts start floating around online. Messages where Halle supposedly accuses you of sleeping with Lala Baptiste. It's the kind of drama that spreads fast, the kind that doesn't even need proof to become believable. You see your name trending again, not for your music, not for your grind, but for gossip. You laugh at first, thinking it'll die down, but then you realize it's getting traction everywhere. You post a story denying it all, saying people love to twist the truth for clicks, but denial doesn't trend the same way rumors do. Lala steps in too, clearing her name publicly. She says there's no romantic connection, no hidden story, that whatever exists between you two has always been professional. But it doesn't matter. The internet's already decided what it wants to believe. Old videos resurface, collabs, behind-the-scenes clips, even random screenshots, now being analyzed like evidence. Every smile becomes suspicious, every comment a hidden confession. People start comparing timelines, trying to figure out if Lala appeared in your life before or after Halle. You start realizing how different it feels when your personal life becomes public property. The same fans who once supported your love story now treat it like entertainment. You scroll through reactions, watching strangers debate your intentions, your loyalty, your truth. And somewhere in the middle of it all, you wonder, if the internet can rewrite your story this easily, does the truth even matter anymore? Or are you just another headline waiting to be replaced by the next scandal? The noise never really fades, it just changes faces. While people are still dissecting your name with Lala and India, Halle makes headlines again. Photos of her in Italy start spreading across every blog and gossip page. She's smiling, carefree, and in the arms of someone new, a man no one recognizes. The world instantly labels him her new man, and suddenly, you're not just the ex anymore. You're the villain in her comeback story. You see the pictures late at night. She's on a boat, hair blowing in the wind, laughing like nothing ever happened. For a moment, it hits you how easy it is for the world to move on when you're still stuck in the same chapter. People call it karma, others say it's peace. Either way, it feels like the narrative's already written without you. Fans start flooding your comments with comparisons, jokes, and even pity. She upgraded, some say. He's still bitter, others reply. You try to ignore it, but the weight of public opinion feels heavier than ever. Every post you make is seen as a response. Every lyric is dissected like a confession. Behind the scenes, you keep your head down. More studio sessions, fewer live streams, almost no interviews. You want to control the silence before it consumes you. You tell yourself time will fix everything, but time feels slow when the world is watching. And yet, deep down, a part of you still wonders if the love you lost could have survived without the spotlight, or if fame was always going to destroy it from the start. You start to realize the silence isn't peace. It's just the calm after a storm that never really ends. Every time the headlines fade, something else pulls your name back into the mix. A podcast clip, a leaked text, a fan theory. Everyone's still talking about you, but no one's really listening to you. You've gone from a relationship people admired to a cautionary tale they gossip about. And the scariest part is, you didn't even see it coming. You think about how different things felt when it was just two people in love, before the cameras, before the fame, before every emotion became public property. You remember how genuine it was, the laughter, the late nights, the quiet moments nobody else saw. And even though the court orders, rumors, and heartbreak have rewritten the story, a part of you still holds on to what was real beneath all the chaos. Now the world calls it closure, but it doesn't feel like it. Halle has moved forward, chasing her peace. You're rebuilding, redefining yourself, and turning pain into music. It's not about revenge or proving anyone wrong anymore. It's about surviving the version of yourself that fame almost destroyed. And maybe that's what the end really is. Not a reunion, not an apology, but acceptance. Accepting that sometimes love and pain share the same stage, that not every story gets a happy ending, and that growth doesn't always come quietly. Because in the end, you're not the villain or the victim. You're just human, trying to move forward in a world that never lets you forget where you came from.